Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the kitchen live. Welcome to the kitchen live. Welcome, and as you're coming in, please touch the thumbs up button. Please like and share. This is your host, JP 8683 at in the driver's seat this morning. A welcome, blessed Monday morning. Welcome again. Today, I am doing a flan with a difference. Okay? So, I am getting the things ready for you to see what I'm doing. To those that are outside of my time zone, I welcome you. Please share my kitchen with me. It is okay for you to share the kitchen.
Instantly, everyone thought it was Matt Beckham.
What can you tell me about him at that age?
He was just a goofball. He didn't take much things serious.
Why do you suppose she was attracted to him?
I guess I wouldn't ever guess those two to be together, to be honest.
Oh, really?
They're way different, yeah. I've known Matt for forever, too. He was a good kid, just trying to make it through.
The detectives decided to give Matt a polygraph.
He took a polygraph and guess what? He passed with flying colors.
Was that a big turn? Because there have been a lot of suspicions just based on his reaction.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Love the company in my kitchen. Thank you. Welcome to the kitchen. And this morning I am doing, could you please touch the thumbs up button? Will you give me a likes, please? Thumbs up button. We are in the afternoon in the kitchen. You know, the kitchen is the best place to be every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. And today I am doing a flan. Okay? It's a form of welcome, welcome, and thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for being in the kitchen. Hey, you see, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being in the kitchen. Okay? So, of course, I'm coming back to tell you my ingredients. You're going, let me take this out because you're going to hear a lot of noise in your ears. Okay, so this is a flan. It's like a dessert can eat it for any time, anything. Mm-hmm. Empty. Welcome. It's not only just dessert, so you can just eat it anytime you feel like having something. Yeah, you just have it. Okay. But this one is with a difference. And the difference is they are nobody making flam. I wouldn't say nobody. I wouldn't say nobody. Let me withdraw that statement. I am making mine with an apple. Okay? So this is apple, and I use bread in it. The apple is one of the difference in there. So you're going to have an apple taste for that. So okay, I have some bread, and so I use the bread. I soak the bread in the milk, and I am using the caramel milk, of course. Are you hearing me? Please let me find out if you're hearing me. I'm sure you're hearing me. Good. So I uses bread, and I use the caramel milk. Lychee. The caramel lychee I use this. And I use one good size apple. So the apple is blended out. And what you hear me doing, I'm blending out this. So this is a flam with a difference. So I am going to be adding my 2 eggs. I'm going to add a little lime juice, lemon lime, for the purpose of the egg. And your flan is very nice when you put a little flavoring in it. So I am going to put a little twist of a small amount of nutmeg in there. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I am putting a little nutmeg in it. Are you seeing? Let me put my camera that you will able to see instead of just okay. So a small amount of nutmeg as flavoring. And a twips, a tip. Okay. Welcome to the kitchen. Every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. The kitchen, the best place to be. So, of course, I'm going to open my eggs here, right in this jar. And you know what? Eggs are frozen. The eggs are frozen. And so I am going to put this straight to blend again. And then we have the last of it. You know, I said everything do not have to be conventional. This is the nice thing about cooking. You can add, you can take away. You can sit and you can have your own thing. He said, okay, I saw somebody do it this way. I am going to try it this way. And there you go. You make a name for yourself that way. So of course, all of this is going to be blend together. Good. Please like and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Need some subscribers. My supporters, yeah, and for those that came in for the first time, maybe for the second time, and maybe all the while you're, you know, taking me out in the kitchen and watching my performance in the kitchen. Of course, you can, you know, yeah. Okay. And so I am ready. So this is the bread, the apple, just one apple, few slices, or these bread were into the freezer. So I just use them up, use some of it. It's not one person here. Please grant me a little bit more favor than that. Please subscribe. Please touch the thumbs up button. It's not only one person in here. I saw 11 one time came on. Please, 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 please. We shouldn't be begging for this. It should be the pattern that as soon as you tune in, you just touch the thumbs up button. Hmm? Yeah, man. Just touch the thumbs up button. All right, this is it now. This is my, call it my pie pan. Yeah. I am going to lay the butter with a little, just a little sugar hit. Am I correct here? No. The wrong bottle. The wrong bottle. It is not good to make mistake in the kitchen. It's like the surgeon making mistake, taking up the wrong piece of tool. I'm going to get this melted. Okay. What I'm doing some caramel. So caramel sugar and caramel. So get this slowly going. And here is my aluminum foil. That I am going to be wrapping and putting it in the hot water. So this one I'm not going to be putting it in the oven. It's going to go in the hot water like a steam and then to the refrigerator. How was your weekend while I am monitor? Oh, this was too quick. This was so quick. My melting started very quick. How was your weekend? How did you spend your weekend? It is very gloomy over here. Gloomy, gloomy, gloomy. Rain, wind, and just about everything is going on. It's like the winter don't decided to go just yet. Said it have more time to spend and it is staying with us a little more. Okay, as you can see here. Welcome to the live, welcome to the live, welcome to the live. This was doing so very quickly. I didn't expect it to be so quick. So what I'm going to do is to pour this into this. So the mixture of this is so smooth you would not even know that all of this is ingredient is in it. So this is an apple flan. There should be the name, an apple flan. The apple has been blended out as smooth as it can get. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being here with me. So I am going to um, aluminum file this. Okay, so I am going to put some aluminum foil this one and get it into a pot of water, boiling water. So seal it nicely around the edge or the edges. Yes. But nothing will get inside of it. Okay. So whether or not you are baking to sell or what you're doing, okay, we learn the basics and we move on. So you seal it nicely for the edge of it. And then we're going to put it into a pot that is on the stove with some water. It's like you're doing egg custard for those persons that do egg custard. Egg custard, you put it in the boiling water, but you seal it, preventing, the bubbling of the water, and it will go on the inside. So I am going to put this into a pot with boiling water. Here you go. And here am I going to be over the side. Come back on this end. So here am I. Getting it right in here. Okay. And of course, this is one of those heavy pots. Mhm. So you cover and you get a good steam. Okay? So we get a good steam of the, you can see it over there on the stove. Right. That's it on the stove there while it's going to be boiling profusely. And after 10 or 15 minutes, cool it down, remove it from there, and then you pop it into the refrigerator. Very easy this morning. Um, this is spring, so you have some spring food. Yes. So, yes. Nobody telling me how their weekend goes. Well, you have a good weekend. Did you get some rest? I haven't seen the kitchen people. Some of them, all that was always been here. They're not here this morning, but nevertheless, I know what it is. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. Had many things to do. So, a lot of person have many things to do. It's not all the while. Sometimes they just stay at work and get a peep of what you're doing and catch some of the things that you are doing. Now, in the kitchen, it's a very serious thing in the kitchen. Where food is concerned, it's serious. And when I said it is serious, it is. Sometimes you don't know what is happening behind the scene. You don't know the persons that are. We went out and we purchased food. We don't know how they prepare their food, how hygienic they are. But whatever and however, I am here right on the net to the entire world doing what I am doing. And as what I preach, I practice. Yeah. Whatever I preaches, I practice it. Whatever I practice, I make it be my routine. It's a part of me while we do it. And the first thing enters kitchen is cleanliness. Hygienic, both from yourself to the sink, to the your working surface, wherever. It is important because the earth thing is that what go in your mouth pass through down to the esophagus and down to the stomach and down starting digesting. When it hurts, there's no way you can sometimes get it back. If you get to go to the doctor very quickly, he may able to pass an IV on you and try to pump out, pull out, suction out, whatever out, what is in the system that is causing that causes the eruption. And so I am very particular with food. Believe me, and I think the gene went on that even my very daughter that is here, I'm here with. If I enter the kitchen, she don't have to worry about you will come in and, yeah. It's like she is giving me an interview and I am giving her one. Because I am always popping in to see what is happening. And yeah. And times again, you heard I said, I do not use gloves in the kitchen. And when I was doing my course, that was one of the things that was pointed out, and it makes a lot of sense. Now, I don't get into people's business, and that is one thing I do not plan to do. I don't know how, and I don't know why. But sometimes you bumped into something on the net and it sort of give you a thinking, putting on a thinking cap on you, you know? When we were in, when I was doing my course, because it's not that I can't handle myself in the kitchen, but you need a piece of paper. You need to display a piece of paper other than food angler's permit. And I am getting food angler's permit all over the years. Even if I'm not even actually doing anything for the public, I get my food angler's permit. The other day I was, you know, sometimes ago I saw it. I didn't pay much mind to it, to be honest. I look at it and I said to myself, persons must be more careful. Persons must be more careful. Yes. Because things do not pass by people. People remember the things they saw. Just like how I remember the day I walked into, I was doing a side job, a little few hours on the side. And when I walk into that restaurant, they do donuts there. And the site I went in and saw with the person who were doing the donut, it's only a sleeveless, and everybody know that vest is sleeveless. And he was there with the dough, and sweat were dripping from every part of him. And he is over it, no, nothing with sleeves. And I stood up and I look at it. And even till now, I cannot, and that is many years ago, I cannot bring myself to eat donut because of what you saw. And knowing that this is going to the public, right? Persons are having it in the public. So what your eyes saw, it is hard for to get it out of your mind, especially when it have to do with food. You cannot be too careful because you're dealing with the inner part of you. And as I always said, my hand towel, and I will wash 100 times my hands and pull off my hand towel, dry with it, and dump it. When I use the cloth, I'll use it and I'll put it down. Sometimes the same cloth might wipe off something here, and you pick it up again and you wash your hand and you wipe it in there again, and you do all of this. You are not doing justice. They have a thing they call salmonella, and that little guy will grab you anywhere. You have to do, and of course, make yourself. Even when you will get the sale, you will get the market, but within yourself, be careful. I bumped into something on the net, and these people were showing pictures of things. And this person were in their kitchen looking after what they are looking after. Of course, they are, let me say worldwide, but they are wide. They're wide. And when things like these came up, and a person can screenshot it and have it, you may look at it and said, yeah, but people still buy them. But there's another set of people who still remember, and what they saw, they saw. You understand? And since I am doing my kitchen live, so often I spoke about using gloves. I will use gloves for an occasion. And believe me, the gloves is not as sanitized as your hand. Because you're pulling it out of the bag, it's not a gloves that are into the into the surgery. These are not the theta gloves that they went to get out of the bag and they are sterile. Is unsterile gloves you're putting on. So most of the time you're passing on more bacteria to the food than with your hands. You just want your nails to be kept low, under them is clean, in the cuticle is clean, and soap and water did the job. And this thing were on the net. And I look at it and I said, look at this. Wow. Sometimes things done unconsciously. But when you're in the kitchen, when you're working in the kitchen, you cannot be unconscious. You cannot make no mistake. The mistake you make may cause the ambulance to come. You have to be careful. You can't be more careful. Yeah. If I am doing something for the outside, that somebody on the outside will be consuming, I don't talk over it. I don't talk. If you notice some persons that they do their kitchen, you only see, and it is on the screen, you only see the hands moving. They are not explaining anything. It's a reason. But I look at, and I shook my head because it's not that you're cleaner than everybody else, but you have to be very hygienic. Yes. Because bacteria from my kitchen go into your stomach and all the rest of it and causing a disruption down in the gut, and all kind of things went on, you know? And when persons can put it out on the net to show, you have to be careful. Be very careful. I think my nails get more cleaning than anything else. Because if I am coming in the kitchen, whether on the camera or off camera, I have to be doing my nails and cleaning and scrubbing and washing. Even in medical, you went in the medical, these are one of the things we get tested on. And of course, it's a particular way you wash the hands, and then you pull off your hand towel and dry, because you have to approach everything with a clean hands. And as soon as your hand, pick up the knife, oh gosh, you go back and you wash, because you are doing something there. And this picture that is being shown, it is not recent that it happened, but it became recent because someone is showing it on the internet. Yes. And These are not the days that we should, certain things should have happened. When you're wearing your apron, kitchen things is kitchen things. Bathroom things is bathroom things. You don't mix these two together. No. Strictly kitchen is kitchen. You're wearing your apron, you are using your apron, and it so happened that you have to, whether you're going to the bathroom or you're rushing in the living or sitting to get something, remove your apron. Even if you saw me went through this door with my apron on, as soon as I met that big table out there, I remove my apron, drop it on top of the, the table, and I do not go elsewhere in my aprons. Now, persons, we all look after food. Many of us sell food wide and far. Be careful, be careful. Even if you have not gone anywhere to train, and these are some of the main reasons why training is important. Because I can bring my paper and it will show you I am competent for certain things. You understand? That's the reason why training is utter important. Because some of the things you took for granted when you went in and do your training and you have a piece of paper to sign up, the first thing to come in, you have the judges that are coming to test you, the, even to sweep, even to sweep and wipe your kitchen floor. There is a way to do it. You are tested on that. Even that. You may just look at it and say, but it's a dirty floor, so you wipe on it. No. And I don't know for these countries, but for the country that I came from, the country where I was born, that is where I do all and almost all of my things. So even the kitchen floor, there is a way to sweep and to wipe. Even that they give you marks on is to know if you know how to sweep and to mop your kitchen floor. What you use on your kitchen floor, because grease will splatter all over the place even when you have grease trap. How do you clean these things? So, my friends, it's just encouraging because these things are not looking good when they are displayed. It might say, well, okay, displayed, but people still buy my product, people still eating my product, people. There are techniques. There are the little things. It's not the big things. It's the little ones that you passed and crossed over. So you may just look at it and say, but it's just okay. I just put this gloves on and I took it off and then I can push back my hand in the same gloves. No, it's a no, dump that gloves. It is already contaminated. So dump that gloves. But let us be careful when we have to prepare food for the public. And the public, you display yourself in front of the public to see every crevice and corner. Yeah. Yes. It's not looking very nice because people save these things. People use these things. These things are put in the archive. Your kitchen, you you don't pay much mind to your sitting hall and all of the other all. When you enter your kitchen, paid enough mind to your kitchen. Pay attention to your kitchen and what you're providing for others to consume. The picture I saw, and this is what people don't understand. I don't know what and why it happened, but this thing do happen. You will be in here very good looking after what you're looking after, and for some reason, your nose feel like it scratch you. And if you give the attention to it, here goes your finger. Unconsciously, you took it down and you gone straight back to what you're doing. And I don't know why it have to happen. But even in training, when I was training, and these things are pulled out and to show, it's like it's unconsciously done. And that's the reason why your water and your soap is important. So although the people will came in and said, okay, you have a different wash on over there, because if persons come in, they are not washing their hands in the sink where the dishes are, or if you have a dishwasher or whatever. Things are placed differently. That's okay. But when it comes down to the physical you, and how you deal with certain things, it is more important. Yeah. You have to look at what can damage. It's not the little things, it's not the big things damage you, it's the very small things that you do not pay attention to. So take kitchen work very seriously. Because if by chance you have to work in somebody's kitchen as a supervisor or whatever, you need to be on par. You need to be on par. That's why the things I preach is the things I practice. Right? And I am getting beef buff from 7 years old. It's not when I am 10 and 12. I am in the kitchen. I am in the kitchen from a little tot. Yes. And those days, you have to wash all of these towels and get them out in the sun and sun dry them, fold and put away. No roaches, no spider, nothing can be in your cupboards. Everything have to be, because you're dealing with food. Right? So for the persons that are have to bake, have to cook, have to fry, have to jerk, have to do so many things, be on your P's and Q's. Be on your P's and Q's, because guess what? You didn't know, you didn't realize, you were not conscious, but persons watches. And even if they're going to take your video and scrap and splice and add to it to make the image look bad, Be sure that you save your original videos to counteract what the others said. Okay? Save yours, that if something like that came out, your date and time and where your work was done can be shown that you are blatantly lying. This is my original videos. This is what I did. So when you are going to make it up and put it that way, I support everyone, but be honest to you, I don't buy food on the street and eat. There are too many things come in my mind about street food. Don't matter how you tell me it prepares clean. The first thing you are out in the open, the breeze blow from here and there, carries particles here and there, and land it in your pot to make up the food. So be honest. If you want to say I'm too comical, so be it. But I do not eat street on the street. Not very long ago, which was last year, this came out worldwide. Worldwide. In Jamaica, the woman at the crab circle, or the peoples that are selling at the crab circle. And believe you me, in spite the woman was out of work completely, I blamed the government 1,000 times over. You know why? I have to go and get my food angler's permit. They came and they run a test or a look or whatever they do at my place. And for persons on the street preparing something for people to eat, the government and the government and the government must know that there is no sanitary convenience is there. And you are there from sunrise until sundown. And you are a human being. And you are right in that spot, continuing. You want to tell me nature haven't called no time at all? There is no time it calls that you want to go and pass your urine? There is no time at all. So, that woman is totally wrong. But the government is even wrong and wrong and wronger. That tells me the Ministry of Health seems to took some money passed behind and they palm it and they said, okay, you are good. While all of this was taking place. And if that person and the other person did not have such disagreement, the world would not have known what happened. And people stop by from far in and foreign and far out and far in. Thank the Lord I don't eat crab. And if I did even eat crab, that would not be a place for me to go and eat. Because the first thing I look for the people on the street, one, they don't have a covering. They are not under a covering. Not that the food is prepared somewhere and took there and it is in a warmer and you are selling. You are cooking right there. And the first thing I look around for If I see any sanitary convenient anywhere, the next thing I look for, what your water store in. How do you wash your hands? So sometimes there are some airborne things go on. Some people got sick from the food they eat, the place they eat from, and the way it is being prepared. You understand? So when I saw the things on the channel, scrolling through and I saw it, I stopped back and I look. And it's not a matter of fact that person can't do their math, but they went in order to have a piece of paper to say, you are qualified, you are competent, you have the knowledge of what you're doing. So, even in your own home kitchen, exercise. Exercise. Because guess what? People will come to your place and eat. And if you have a helper, and to be honest to you, I used to have helpers and my food they can't cook. Yeah. I don't give them my food to cook. Just tell you a little of about me. Yeah. You can't cook for me. So even if I have to eat crackers and go to my bed, fine. Even if I have to feed my children with crackers, fine. But since I can't get to do everything in the house all on my own, my kitchen is off limit. You can't cook for me. No, no. I have seen too many things. Too many things. Too many. Too many. So, okay, so I am going to be cool this off and put it in the refrigerator. And then, yeah. So that's a nice steaming done. So I'll soon get it out of the hot weld pot and cool it down a little and get it stuffed into the freezer. So yes, it is important, very important to see that your food is prepared clean as possible. I need some water. Okay. Yes, so that's about what I am saying on hygiene with your kitchen. Your kitchen, your kitchen, your kitchen. Especially when people are eating from your kitchen. When people are consuming from your kitchen, everything have to be on par. Yeah. Everything have to be on par. Your hands have to be washed. Everything that you use, the spoon you use in the pot, you put it into a pot or a bowl with water, that nothing is going on there. You have to be so careful. And persons don't understand unless they go to these training and because yeah, this is it. Many people watches the net. You don't know the kind of the quality or the caliber of persons that watches and listen. And as I said, I don't eat on the street. I'm too careful on certain things because my body put up resistance. You know? Yeah. Yes. So that is some of the things, and people, I'm not going to say they are vindictive because person will speak what they saw. So I'm not going to say they are vindictive. What I am saying is that we have to be careful. And as we speak about the persons at the crop circle, okay, this is sweat coming down on me. And you see, by the time it reach, you want it just be like a tickle, you want to scratch. These are some of the things that happen. That's the reason why, even if I'm exercising, you notice I'll wear my head banner in order to catch the sweat because I'll sweat, right? So these are some of the things that we have to be so careful, so careful about, right? Not looking good, and people will have it for a mighty long time to say, look, this is what the woman at the crab circle, and if this outburst didn't went on, the woman toilet was her white bucket right behind the counter. So you squat there and you do what you're doing. You don't even see water to wash on. And then somebody asks, oh, may I have a crab, please? A cup of soup? And this is you gone, you know? We have to be more careful what we do and how we do. We are in a world that no longer some things pass by. Persons watch every detail. And if you think that a lot of persons may not be in the kitchen, but they know how you are to conduct in the kitchen. Yes. Eh? So seeing sometimes some things pop and cropped up on the internet, it doesn't look good. Yes, you still have your persons who purchase from you, who do all of these things, but be careful. Hygiene is paramount. Hygiene is paramount. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, I am at a point here. Let me see how well I can get this out of the pot. It is not hot. It is hot. It is hot. It shouldn't be actually down in there, but let me try and see what's up. Okay then. Okie dokie. Have you? Yeah. So this will have to cool down and get in the fridge, the refrigerator. I shouldn't even be pulling this off, but I just want to see what underneath is looking like. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. There you go. Hmm. And with no doubt, this is nice. Yes. This is it. This is it. So, of course, I'm getting some of the heat out or some of the steam out, and then I refrigerate it. And of course, I can have drizzles of, you know, sauce on it. All right? Yes. Okay, since my live is a very short one this morning, this afternoon it's um okay, time for me to wrap up. So thank you very much for being in the kitchen. If you're here, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I don't love the treatment today in the kitchen at all, at all. Not because I did not serve you any hot coffee or hot cocoa or hot anything or cold drink. Please, you could give me more than 2 thumbs up. I don't love this treatment today. No day, no way, no way. I don't love this treatment. This treatment is not nice. Not nice, not nice, not nice. Please, as you're leaving, as I'm going to be closed off, please touch the thumbs up button. Give me some more thumbs up. Thank you very much. This is a very nice and special one. I'm sure you never ate one with the apple, but it is nice. Please give me some thumbs up. That's all I'm asking for is some thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Anyhow, this is a good time, a good way to end now. Please subscribe, like, and share. I beg of you. Okay? Thank you very much. Let us meet later. Yes, let us meet. Let us meet later. May not. I may not come on later. No. Okay. So, thank you very much for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless and bye. Peace. Peace.